Hello friends and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to create your very own mini tapestry of this candy corn. I am personally very fond of candy corn. I know there's a lot of people that are very not fond of this candy, but I do really like it a lot. And we're going to be using a Tunisian simple stitch, and for that we're going to chain 15 first. We're going to turn our chains onto the back side, and if you run your fingers through the chains you'll feel little bumps, little ridges. We're going to work onto those. This stitch always counts as one. We're going to have a loop on our hook at all times for this Tunisian simple stitch. This is a fairly smaller project, so you can get away with using your regular crochet hook. I am using a Tunisian crochet hook. So we're going to skip this very first bump because it corresponds to this very first stitch. We're going to go straight to the second bump. We're going to insert our hook, yarn over, and pull. Once again, we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, and pull. And we're just going to do this all the way down our row. Needless to say, I am actually cropping the pattern that I'm following. The pattern that I'm following has a very bigger background, and I do not want my tapestry to be that big, so I just cropped it to 15 squares. And of course I'll leave the full pattern on screen, and you can crop it or you can actually make it the size that it is. And once you have all of your loops on your hook, we're going to yarn over and we're going to chain one, or we're going to pull through that very last loop on our hook, like so. And then we're going to yarn over and pull through two of our loops. Again, we're going to yarn over and pull through two of our loops, pull through two, all the way down this row. And now that we have this row completed, we're going to do our second row, and I'll show you the repeat for the rest of this project. We're going to insert our hook onto the front loop only of our previous row stitch, like so. And we're going to pull it, always counting this stitch as one. We're going to do one more on this background color, only inserting it to the front loop of our previous row. And now we're going to introduce our orange color, and we're going to again insert our hook onto that front loop only, yarn over with our new color, like so. Once again, we're going to do this for 8 more stitches, counting this one. Actually, not counting this one, it's going to be 9 in total. And I like to move my tail around back and forth so that it catches with this working yarn. And we should end up with 3 brown or background color stitches, and I am actually going to introduce another cake of brown yarn, so I do not have to pick up my brown yarn from all the way over here and all the way over here, so it doesn't create that unnecessary waste of yarn. And again, we're going to yarn over, pull through that very last loop. That is our chain one. We're going to yarn over and pull through two, pull through two. We of course are going to do a color change right here. So whenever you have 2 different color stitches in your hook or on your hook, you always use that second color stitch to pull through. So in this case, we were using our brown. We're going to drop it. We're going to pick up our orange, and we're going to yarn over and pull through that brown and through that very orange first loop. We're going to yarn over and pull through 2 all the way down this orange section until we reach a color switch again. Always remembering that rule. If you have two different color stitches on your hook, you always use that second color stitch to pull through. So we're going to drop our orange, we're going to pick up our brown, we're going to yarn over, pull through that very last orange loop and through that very first background color loop, and then we just yarn over and pull through two all the way down our row. And this is actually where I leave the explanation. This is all you need to know for Tunisian simple stitch. You have your foundation, you have your color switch, your color introduction. Everything that you need to know is right here on these two rows. Of course, down below I leave the Pinterest pin that I'm following, or of course if you want to, you can always take a screenshot of the picture on screen.